Hello, and thank you so much for joining us today. We're really excited about sharing some time with you and talking to you about the Performing Arts Conservatory. We're just so excited about the different things that we have to offer. I want to take a moment just to give you a little information about who we are and what we do within this community here in Indianapolis, Indiana. We are an organization that likes to focus on all four areas of the performing arts. And those four areas are music, dance, and drama. And and when we look at music, we look at both choral as well as instrumental. This year, because of COVID, we're focusing on the string instruments. We want to make sure that our children are safe and in a safe environment. So, again, we're so excited that you decided to join us this afternoon. I'm trying to give a couple of folks a chance to come on into the room. We know that this is a new experience for all of us. It's something totally different. We've never gone live and done anything like this virtually. So this is really kind of exciting for us. Again, I wanted to introduce to some of you that are now joining. I see folks are now joining on. And just to tell the viewers, I'm Bridget Townsend. I'm the executive director of the Performing Arts Conservatory, also known as TPAC. Our teenagers actually named for short the Performing Arts Conservatory TPAC. So you'll often hear us refer to our organization in that manner. Again, we wanted to come on live and just talk to you, the parents and guardians of those children, grades 6 through 12, letting them know what TPAC Land is all about, what you do at the Performing Arts Conservatory, what the experiences are like when you come on board and bring your children to our wonderful organization. That has been going on. Actually, we're going into our 8th year. And so we're very, very excited about that. And this year has been somewhat of a challenge, but it looks like there are many of us that are up for that challenge. I want to take some time out to introduce some tremendous folks, really great folks that help us with this organization. And one of the individuals I want you to get an opportunity to meet is Dr. Robert Townsend. Dr. Robert Townsend, he is our founder and artistic director. And we wouldn't be doing this without Dr. Townsend. And so, Dr. Townsend, how are you today? Are you feeling okay?
I'm feeling great. Thank you for having me on the show. I'm very excited about obviously about this endeavor. And so it's very nice. And you look very beautiful, by the way.
Why, thank you. Thank you.
Mhm.
I love this. You said it's the show. Okay. Well, this is exciting that we're doing the show.
Well, it says you're in the show now, so
Yeah,
I guess
I love that.
okay.
So, well, Dr. Johnson, I'm going to give you an opportunity to talk to our viewers about the Performing Arts Conservatory. If you please would just give us a little information and background about what you do, hey, how the vision even came to be.
Thank you. First, just talking about the vision and how it came to be. I grew up and became a music instructor, but part of my life, there were a lot of things happening as I was growing up. You know, I was into music a lot, and it was sort of my world to escape all the drama. And so, with that, I learned going through school to be a music teacher and just watching other people that there are others who maybe they're okay at sports, but sports is not their thing, and maybe performing arts is. And so I wanted to have an organization where these students would have this opportunity to use their gifts to grow
Mhm.
and get better. We have a motto: God has given me a great gift, and I will be thankful by learning. So, and the whole idea of a conservatory is learning something to a professional level. So I often tell them we're semi-professional youth organization in the world of performing arts. Um, One day, this will be a school in this area, Indianapolis, Indiana. And so until then, we are working very diligently with those students in the area of music, drama, dance. I pretty much work with the music students. I'm not a dancer, never could dance very well, and but love to watch it. And of course, our big thing here at TPAC is that we combined the performing arts together. So um, that students will understand the importance of working together. So you still have that collaboration thing, but not only in your performing art, but how your participation and what you do could affect someone else, particularly if you're doing a show. If you decide to change the tempo or the speed of the song, that might mess up the singer, that might mess up the dancer. And so we try to um, give the students those opportunities.
So this gives them an opportunity to learn how to work together, collaborate, and these are life skills. Am I
Yes,
correct?
absolutely.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah. How to respect other gifts and how to appreciate those that do something a little different than what you do. But it takes all of those different areas to reach. I'm thinking the end goal.
Absolutely. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's that whole thing of working together to make, and it's also learning that just because I play a keyboard, I'm not, the end all be all of everything.
right.
I'm not the main thing here. We're all working together for a goal, and that every single part is important.
Correct. I can see how they can be used, or at least that skill can be utilized in any profession that a child goes into. So, one of the things I want to say to those that are viewing us and that are coming on as we're talking about the Performing Arts Conservatory, sometimes you have a child that you think, well, they're just not interested in the performing arts. And you think that it doesn't have any validity in their lives, but you don't know how they will be able to utilize some of these skills later in their life, even if they don't become, a performer on Broadway or, making a movie or the next. I was going to say the next Beyonce, but listen, we have a Beyonce. We don't want another one. We want the next person, and we want them to be the very best that they can be. So I think I hear you encouraging that when you're talking to the, particularly the singers.
Yes, absolutely. That's very important. You made me think about something else that I was going to share, and I lost it. My bad.
Well,
I
you know
lost
what? You'll probably get it right back and write it on a sticky note so you don't forget what that was that you lost. But I just wanted to take a quick second and remind everyone that this is the Performing Arts Conservatory. I'm Bridget Townsend talking to Dr. Robert Townsend about the students that we work with. And we've just given you a glimpse into the performing arts world today and what that looks like for students, grades 6 through 12. Our next semester, our second semester, starts back Sunday, January 10th, 2021. Can you believe it? We're almost there. January 10th, 2021. And we start right back into our session at 4 o'clock. We meet every Sunday from 4 to 6 p.m. It is a dynamic time. A lot of, I don't know, Dr. Townsend, but you expect them the students when they arrive, what kind of attitudes or what are your expectations when those students come for those 2 hours?
Well, we expect they bring their best at every moment. Bring your best, the best you that you are, and also bringing an open mind for learning. Again, you have a great gift. You are gifted, and you're thankful by the learning that occurs. We're
Mhm.
in sessions those 2 hours, and it can be intense at times, but they also enjoy each other. They have a great time together, the students, and so just bringing your best and bringing an openness to learning something new. None of us know it all, so I'm always learning, and I think that's important. That's how we keep living.
I love that. Until we're 6 feet under or whatever,
Absolutely.
we choose the way in which we want to be in that time of our life, because you're right. We want to be our very, very best. And I hear you when I'm walking through the halls there. You and Karan and Karam, all of you guys are never asking them to do anything that's outside of what they're capable of doing. And
Absolutely.
one of the things I noticed that you guys tend to move them beyond what they even think that they can do. And that's, I'll let you talk as you introduce the other two facilitators, but you guys proved that over this last season when you actually went to virtual land
Yeah.
because we couldn't do anything live. Do you want to
Right.
speak to that a bit?
Yeah, well, one of the things that we do at the end of each year is our big showcase, our big show, and it's typically a stage production. And this year, the students wrote the
Wow.
whole musical play, one in five, based on suicide, teen suicide prevention and resources. It was a very neat show that, and of course, when COVID hit, we could not put it on a stage. And so the idea came that we would present it virtually. And so we put it together and it's presented virtually on our YouTube channel. So yeah, it was a time to try to figure out new ways of doing things, but
Mhm.
we're still engaging, we're still learning, we're still participating in the performing arts in a safe manner.
Right,
Um, and we were blessed. No one became ill through any of that through our efforts. I don't
right,
know about
right.
other things, but not through our efforts, and that was a blessing. So,
Right. Well, I'm going to, in a moment, get out of your way because I know you're ready to introduce those other two facilitators. But just quickly, I'm always giving this little recap, inviting and reminding our viewers, first of all, welcoming them. We're so excited that you're a part of what we're doing. This is the Performing Arts Conservatory, also known as TPAC. And please share this. If you're on right now on Facebook Live, please share that you're on with your friends or with those parents and guardians that have children grades 6 through 12. Some of you may come on and you say, well, you know what, my child graduated, but there are other children that are out there that need a program like this, and we want to be a part of that village. And so please share again with your friends, share with your Facebook friends. Hey, go out there and text them and let them know. Join this great set of information that they're giving us about the Performing Arts Conservatory. They work with youth grades 6 through 12, and our next semester starts up January 10th. And we meet from 4 to 6 every single Sunday. And let them know we want your child to be a part of that. And oh my God, they will have a great time. They will learn a lot and have a lot of fun all at the same time. So please share this while you're on Facebook and let others know. Let others know that we're having this great discussion right now. So, Dr. Townsend, I'm going to turn this over to you and let you introduce your facilitators so that they can talk about themselves and their experiences. And I'm going to turn it on over to you.
outstanding. Thank you much. Well, we have two wonderful. Well, we have a number of people who are very helpful, but two wonderful young ladies that will be on today. And the first, Coran Harris, who is our uh, theater person, and she can tell you a lot more about herself. And the other one is Miss Jerome Walker, and she's our dance instructor. But I believe we're starting with Karan first, correct? Right? So, Karan, take it away. We're here.
Hi,
Good to see
everybody.
you.
Good to see you. Thanks for having me on the show today. I'm going to say it like Dr. Townsend said on the show. And so, again, like he said, my name's Karan Harris. I'm from Indianapolis, Indiana. And I grew up performing. I actually grew up being a crybaby and not wanting to perform. And my parents making me stand in front of people and cry and then perform. But that kind of built this character inside of me that kind of helped me become who God wanted me to be. And I'll just share that because, our experiences, they create and develop in us these wonderful characters. And so I went on to college, and I went on to be majoring in speech communications and theater, and then minoring in dance. So I was able to perform in college. I performed professionally with the Classical Theater of Harlem. I did some background TV stuff. I was able to come back home to Indianapolis and do some theater scene stuff. And then I was able to come on over to TPAC and share my wonderful experience with these children. And so what I share with them is that art is life. And so what we learn when we're facilitating theater with the children is that these characters are real life characters, and we build a foundation for the character of real life emotions. What is this character feeling at this point in the play, building all the way up to the end of the play, because they become a different person. And so we walk through the beginning of the play and who they are and what feelings they're feeling. And then we develop that all the way to the end of the play, and they should become a different person, which helps the audience kind of go through this full story of who these characters are together and how they become what they become at the end of the show.
You did some things with the digital
Yeah.
production. Can you walk them through a little bit of some of your technique that you used? There was a lot of rehearsals that went on prior to even filming, right?
Yeah. So virtually, like they said, we had to work virtually, and I thought it was going to be hard, but I actually think it helped the students be more vulnerable because they were kind of in their own space, they were in their homes, and they were able to do homework. So I would always send them home with homework. They would have to write out like little diaries, is what we can call them, of what the character is doing at this specific moment in the play, in this specific scene, with this specific character. How did they feel before and after the scene? So we kind of had to fill in the blanks. The kids had to fill in the blanks with who this character was, not with what was written in the play, but what they felt that character was and how that character was interacting with the others. And I mean, when we came back and we would read our diaries to each other, how connected they were to the next character and what that actor had written for that character. It was amazing how the kids were just working together, and it just put together that beautiful story that you saw. When, if you've watched it, if you haven't watched it, please go to the YouTube channel and watch it. But it is a wonderful story, and you get to see how these characters interact with each other, and how at the end of the story they connect to really support each other.
Right. You know what? I'm glad you said that about the YouTube channel, because as Dr. Townsend, in a moment, I know he's going to introduce Karam also, but thank you for saying that, because you can go to the Performing Arts Conservatory YouTube channel and look at this tremendous virtual presentation or production that was directed by Corinne Harris. And you had what are they called? An apprentice director
I did.
also that took charge there, directing, and it's called One in Five. And I know Dr. Townsend also had an apprentice musical director. I mean, you guys really utilized the youth, the kids, in this production. Did you want to talk about that a little bit, about what some of the kids did?
So we were able to utilize the students who, they wrote this play, they helped direct this play, they wrote the music, they helped direct the music, they were dancing, they were really creating the foundations of who these characters were. And so we knew that this would be great to put on their resume, to create a resume now, to create a resume of their professional, work that's going to go from here on out. And the students that we picked to help direct were some older students who we knew really want to go into performing, singing, musical, theater stuff. And so we helped them with, this will be great on their college applications. This will be great. So you're not just learning how to perform. Like Bridget said in the beginning, these things are going to help you in life. Even if you don't go on as a performer, you still have to have extracurriculars on your application or just experience doing these things in the community.
I totally agree. And again, what a fantastic job you did bringing that to life. And if you don't mind, I mean, I'm just going to, give a shout out to both Lauren and Nathan, who did a tremendous job. All of our youth did. And I'm giving them a shout out because they were the apprentices. Lauren Porter was the assistant director, and Nathan Archie was the assistant music director. And Dr. Townsend, I know you want to introduce and bring on the dance facilitator as well. I'm going to go on mute, and Corinne, you might want to go on mute too, and we're going to allow you the opportunity to do that. Corinne, thank you so much. Hang around, don't leave. We got more. But Dr. Townsend, you want to take it from here?
Sure. So our dance facilitator has, it took us a minute to find Carome. We've had some others and they moved out of the city, or they had other engagements that they had to attend to. And Carome just came out of, actually, one of our students told us about it. You need to find Mama Carome, which is what she said. You need to find Mama Carome. We were like, Mama, excuse me, who is this? Yeah, she go to your church. So it was like hilarious. But anyway, so I do want to introduce Carome Walker to talk about things. And she can, and I hope she's even going to tell us about her wonderful new studio that she's opened and new company. So, hey, Carome.
Oh, hi guys, how are you?
Good.
Thanks for having me on the show.
Thank you for coming on. So tell us all about this, the dance, and how you got into dance and all of that.
Well, hello again. My name is Carome Walker. I have been dancing for quite some time now. After graduating from Ball State University with a degree, chirp chirp, with a degree in dance performance and education, I decided to start teaching. And I didn't want to necessarily go dance professionally myself because I knew that my gift was in choreography and education. So I decided to teach and choreograph in the city of Indianapolis. And I've been with Tpac for about 5 years now. And I'm super excited about it. And I love the journey that we're on and where we're going. I am artistic director and owner of Meraki Dance Company. It's a new dance studio and adult company that I started in Indianapolis in August, a couple months ago. But I'm super excited about it, and it's continuing to grow, and we have youth there as well. So I'm super excited about it.
So, Carome, let me ask a question. What would a parent expect if they bring their child to the Performing Arts Conservatory? What can that parent expect from their child as far as their development and what you're going to be teaching them? Kind of walk us through what you do in that classroom.
Okay. Well, in our dance class, we have it's beginning to advanced levels of contemporary, jazz, modern are our main three that we focus on. But if we do hip hop, we can do tap. I mean, whatever it's calling for us to do, we can totally make it happen. And it can always be. I always love it when the dancers are like, "Oh, I'm not good at ballet," or "I'm not good at this," but then all of a sudden I'm like, "Oh no, we're gonna do it today," and they end up doing it and loving it, and then they want to learn more. So basically our class is, we start with a stretch, we start with some education, we start with some history, of just kind of like what they're doing. And then we learn some technique and then we jump right into choreography. But I feel like it's more than just like we've all been saying, choreography, more than just the steps. They're learning a discipline, they're learning self-confidence. It's just everything. I feel like once they come weeks into the TPAC dance program, all of a sudden they're greater, or like they're like, oh yeah, it's just like it's a sense of themselves, and they're a part of. They feel like they're a part of something. So I think that that's awesome.
One of the things I like that you said, you mentioned that you do some history. You talk, and I'm trying to envision this because what I've seen over the last few years, there's all kinds of dance that they do. I don't know why that one dance was it called Dayaki? Oh my God!
Dakini.
Say it again.
Dakini.
Dakini. Oh my God. And the instrumentalist played that and the dances, and it was just like, oh my God, who are they?
Hmm.
Um, but how do you get them to envision that so they can embody it? How do you do that?
Basically, I don't. It just takes. I mean, we practice. We listen to the music. I show them how I expect for it to look, and I feel like it's always coming. I feel like if they're able to see it, then they're able to get a better understanding or a better connection to it. And then it was one of those things where it's like, guys, we got to push. You can be better. We can do this, and let's get it done. And I felt like they all had like an eagerness to get better or tap into something that they've never tapped into before, which I thought was great.
I thought that was a pretty difficult dance, but
Yes.
and then I've seen you take something, which I know this year we're going to do something around the 70s. So I'm guessing, do you help them understand what that?
Yeah.
I don't even know if you were born then, but I'm just. But do you do your own historical,
Yeah.
review? But
So
do you help them kind of understand
so
that
yeah,
type of?
yeah. So it's like the same thing. Like you just said, like I wasn't born in the 70s. So like have that, where that time where I'm same type of information. So I'm like, hey guys, this is what I came across. This is what it is. So we're looking at YouTube clips, we're looking at um, videos and things. And so it's just like we find the history, or we're like, this is why they moved the way they did.
Right.
Have to make sure that our arms are like, our hands are here, our shoulders are here because that was the time.
Exactly.
Or it's like, we have to make sure that our shoulders are up because they dance because they had these tight corsets on. It's all like explaining why we did what we did, and it just kind of makes a better understanding for them.
I love that. I love that so much. And I went on mute, and I don't know why I went on mute and then decided to talk to all y'all. But Dr. Townsend, I know you probably wanted to say a little bit about how do you put that vision in both Quran and Quran so you can get the experience or the performance that you're looking for. Because I was just talking about the 70s, and I know we've done some things around a misbehaving. That's his favorite musical. But how do you help the facilitators understand what you're looking for? And I'm going to go on mute.
Very similar to what Karan was talking about. We have discussions, send videos of what we're trying to figure out, looking at other things. We talk about what is the style here. For example, for when we were doing 1 and 5, there were certain thoughts that were in my mind about the music, and like okay, so what I'm hearing is a 60s feel right here, what I'm hearing is a calypso feel right here or something. And so that's the kind of the way that we talk about things. And then um, when you work with very gifted and talented people like Karan and Karom, it is not difficult at all, because I just sort of say, I'm hearing this, and then they just go with, okay, but can we do this? Okay, but can we do this? I mean, they just take off. And so, yeah, it's really a good situation, because we've worked in different places, and not everyone is as open with their vision. Some of us are very much, this is what I want it like this, and it needs to be done by Tuesday. And that's a part of it. But it is I try to be more open, although there are people who call me Ike sometimes. I've heard that before. I'm not sure where that's coming from. As an Ike Turner, I don't know. I'm like the nicest guy in the United States, so I don't understand that. But anyway, yeah, so it's the same thing. It's collaboration, it's working together and understanding that you may have this vision in your head and you express it as best way you can, but I totally leave that up to Chrome and Koran because those are not my gift areas. So yeah.
Exactly. I'm going to do better on this mutant and carry on. I would like to take a moment to pause again and just thank everyone for joining us on this program today. I'm going to queue up in a little bit some of a performance because I think it's always good for others to see what they can expect from the Performing Arts Conservatory. These very fine, dedicated, and very talented facilitators. Again, we are just saying we are all working together to make sure that youth grades 6 through 12 can have a tremendous experience and learn about the Performing Arts Conservatory. And so you will get a chance to experience some of this, and your child will get an opportunity to experience it. The biggest thing that we want to say here is just know that we start again. Our session starts January 10th. Our students grades 6 through 12 will get an opportunity to come and experience the Performing Arts Conservatory. If they are involved in dance, if they are instrumentalists, specifically playing strings. And let me say something about strings. And Dr. Townsend, please feel free. I'll let you jump in here. One of the reasons we're doing that is because we're being in a safe environment right now with the pandemic. It's important that we utilize the types of instruments that we can use at this time. Our singers wear a special mask, which allows them to be able to sing and have room to breathe. Dr. Townsend, he's the one that does all this kind of research on what we can and cannot do. Karam does a fantastic job of making sure everyone is socially distanced and are wearing masks as well. And Karan did a fine job also with that. Some of you will see it on the performance of 1 in 5. So January 10th, you want to mark your calendars now. We rehearse at 9401 9401 North Meridian Street. We are partners with the Indiana Dance Academy, and we rehearse. We have really about the whole facility when we're there on Sundays, and each group is in their own room where they get an opportunity to work on and develop their particular skill. So once again, we just want to be able to take some time out to invite you to be a part of that tremendous type of experience. I'm going to pause for a moment and allow you to just, envision and see some of the things that we actually do at the Performing Arts Conservatory. Just a real quick, really quick video. And I'm going to give you an opportunity right now. So there you go.
1 in 5 Indiana high school students seriously considered committing suicide in the past year. Amen. We'll get through this together.
Oh my gosh, every time I see that, I get chills all over again. I just, I'm gonna join the whole group back in, but I get chills all over again, and I'm certain that all of you get chills as well because that was tremendously. That was an experience. That was an experience, and just thinking about something that the youth did as they thought about a cause that they understand more about than we all know, than parents will ever know, and um, uh, thanks to the American Foundation of Suicide Prevention that gave us language and helped us with this. Thanks to many of the therapists and psychologists that helped us and talked to our youth about this, about these kind of feelings and things that they can say even to their friends. So this was a project and a half to take on, but listen, Karam, Robert Townsend, you guys did it. You took it on. You led that project. And I will say to parents and guardians, that's exactly what you can expect. Any project that we're working on, you can expect that level of care, love, professionalism that they will give towards your children, grades 6 through 12. And so we really want you to be a part of the Performing Arts Conservatory. Tell everybody that you know. We would rather say on January 10th, oh my God, we're at our limit. We can't take anymore, versus where are they? Are they coming? Where are they? So we really invite you out. We want you to be a part. Again, second semester starts January 10th from 4 to 6, and you'll get a chance to work with these great facilitators. Before we close today, any last words? Anything you guys want to say, Corinne? You got anything that you want to say to those that are watching us today? Any words of wisdom?
Sure. Please bring your kids. It is life changing. Performance is life changing. It creates vulnerability. And when you have vulnerability, you're able to share who you are with people. So bring your kids. Bring your kids.
Bring them, bring them. Karam, anything you want to share? You want to tell them, listen, they're going to get a workout when they see me. Any just last words that you want to share as well? I love her, y'all. She's soft like this on the screen, but you ought to hear her with those kids. She's just really going, okay, 5, 6, 7, 8. Dr. Townsend, any last words that you want to share?
Yeah. Again, I'm just really excited that you all tuned in for today. And again, we would love to be able to work with your student to grow them. In my education, I was thinking about the program, so I did remember it, Ms. Townsend, that one of the ways that we get them to do what is already in them, which is the point, it's already in them, is I went through a training when I was in teaching called TESA. We called it TESA, and it stands for Teacher Expectation, Student Achievement. And all three of us approach it as, yep, this is what we're going to do. Yep. So we don't think about, oh, well, now this is really, really hard. Okay, yeah. But in front of them is, you can do this. It's in you. Otherwise, we wouldn't have chosen it. We just don't do that. So, and when you have that expectation, they rise to it. They always do, and they succeed. And it's over and abundantly, exceedingly abundantly, as the word says, than what we even expected. Because I'm just floored by what I saw in that production and the things that they do all the time.
Well, I will say this, we have a great group of parents that we work with. And listen, I saw in one of the comments, it's already in them. And so we have to give a huge shout out to every parent that brings their child. And these kids, grades 6 through 12, they can't drive. So parents, we need your help. And we come alongside you. And, sometimes a parent will say to us, now, listen, they don't want to get their homework done. And we might have to say to them, you better get your homework done if you want to come to practice, because we're not playing with you. But a huge shout out to the parents, because there's no way we could do this without them. The parents, we definitely want you to not only you invite your children and bring your children, but please spread the word. January 10th, as a matter of fact, is Bring a Guest Day. So your child can bring one of their friends. And you know how you can't do it anymore because we're in the middle of a pandemic, but you used to be able to try before you buy with makeup, but you can't anymore. So, but with the Performing Arts Conservatory, we can help them to be socially distanced, and they can bring a friend on January 10th. Again, 4 to 6 p.m. Always go to any of our social media sites. You can find this information, of course, on our website. That's at tpacindy.org, tpacindy.org, TPACINDY.org. Also on our Facebook page, also on our Instagram page. You can find any of this information about when we meet, where we meet, etc. It's all right there. But we want to, truly invite you to come out, bring your children, grades 6 through 12. Again, January 10th, and it's from 4 to 6 p.m. 2 motion-packed, intense hours of training and development. And I didn't see any questions in the chat, but I did get some questions via the email, and we're coming up on our 45 minutes. That was our goal. We say we're going to be on for 45 minutes. One of the questions that was asked is, how do I sign my child up? The way you sign your child up is by going to our website, press enroll. There's an enroll tab. Put your child's information in there. Someone will contact you. You can always contact us via email. There's an email address on Contact Us. It's admin@tpacindy.org, and we will connect with you that way. But that's the best way to sign up your child. Go to our website and click the enrollment tab, and that's a great way to sign up your child. So there were a couple other questions, but we're right at the top of our few minutes. So one thing that TPAC is all about, we're all about time. So we start on time, we end on time. Again, thank you so much. We are a distinguished performing arts organization which serve our community grades 6 through 12. Grades 6 through 12. We invite all parents and guardians to please bring your children directly to us, and we will work with your children. This will be loaded up on our Facebook page, so you'll get a chance to see it over and over again. We meet at 9401 North Meridian here in Indianapolis, Indiana, right on the corner of 96th Street and Meridian. So parents, while your children are learning, you can go get a Starbucks. There you go. So hey, again, facilitators, thank you so much. Dr. Townsend, thank you. Thank you for your vision. Thank you for your leadership. We love what we do. And to all of you that attended this afternoon, thank you for giving us a few moments of your time this afternoon. We really appreciate it. And from our home to your home, just know God has given us a great gift. Let us continue to be thankful by learning. See you guys later. Thanks. Love you all.